No, happy Tuesday, I'm sorry. Days is going so fast. Let a few people get up in here. See the notifications is going out slow. How was y'all weekend? Fix the do-rag. What up? D, what up? We gonna talk about it. Checking in from South Carolina, what's going on? Chicago in the building. Smash the like as y'all come in. Wayne TV, what's good, baby? Bridgeport, Connecticut in the building. I hope. On the check in, we're gonna talk about it. What up? Bless up. Live your life, yep. Oh, let a few people get in. The weekend was so far so good. Cool. My nigga BD. Cause you know I ain't gonna be saying that all crazy on here. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Put a pop if y'all can hear me. Is the audio good? Let me know. All right, bet. So, y'all see what the caption say, did Unlie on his DANZA project interview. No, nah, I didn't. Somebody called on my phone, so let me know if the audio's still in. All right, audio good. All right. So they said, did I lie on my DANZA? Because people been calling me, like 2 days ago, DANZA project, whoever run they social media sent me a clip to collab on, and they was basically asking Jewels about the Chris Brown thing, right? So people was kind of going hard on Jewels in the comments. It's like, he ain't want to give you your props, he ain't want to give you a straight answer, this, that, and the third, this, that, and the side. I'm not here for the negative stuff. I said, with me, I'm only gonna bring positive vibes and positive internet energy on my platform. I'm not going into negative vibes. So, you know, a couple of people that usually don't even call me about no social media stuff called me, and they gave me their perspective. One was my big bro. His name was shall be anonymous, and he was just like, you know, I understand people gotta do their journalism, but some people, the way they ask their questions, would be like they be baiting and to see your people temperature, and that's how, you know, people get viral moments. And then, you know, I said, yo, people just doing their journalism how they do their journalism. I can't tell people how to segue into their questions and things like that. That's not what I'm there for. I'm here to give you pure integrity when you interview. If you question the integrity of my interview, ask the interviewer, that's totally on you. But if I'm coming to be vulnerable with you, and come to sit on your platform, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to bend the truth. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to come and play with that. That's the integrity of your platform as well as mine, as well as my brand. So if I come to you and sit on your platform, I'm definitely going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to tell you, get in detail about people in a negative way, but I'll tell you my truths. And that's what I've always done. So, you know, I got a young boys in my hood. It's like, y'all seen an interview. Y'all seen how, like, yo, don't worry. Like, I wasn't even tripping because, you know, more than 5 to 6 people said the same thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to address it on my platform and clear everybody up. Right? Because, you know, people will try to take something and, you know, try to make something out of it. Excuse my voice. So, my grandmother, Catherine Wilder, my mom's, she always used to keep a big jar of receipts. And I was in her room one day and she was looking at me and she said, Tony, always keep your receipts. I said, why? She said, because it's proof for truth and proof. And she said, I mean, I don't just mean literally, I mean figuratively. So I was like, all right, Grandma. So always keep your receipts. They'll save your ass, because she had that type of accent. Tony, save your receipts. All right, Grandma. So you got to know that light bulb in your head comes on. You got to know when you have been given a gem by an elder. Sometimes the jewel might go over your head, but if you do catch it at that significant time, it's special and you're never gonna forget it. And when she said literally and figuratively, I said, okay, Grandma, I'm gonna always keep my receipts. That's why anything I buy, I always keep my receipts, right? And just like y'all know me for platforms, I have receipts. I keep receipts on anything, whether it's a person trying to get at me, they can just talk. They don't have no receipts. They don't be having no receipts, no transactions, no nothing. I keep receipts. I see even with my boy Smoke Dizzle situation, I got receipts. This is why I tell things. I keep receipts. So if anybody try to question the integrity of the man I am, being a truthful, honest person, I don't take it no way. You know why? Because I have a receipt. Once you got a receipt, you let the receipt speaks for yourself. You don't go back and forth and do all that petty stuff, right? Let me get my extension cord real quick, y'all. You don't get into all the petty stuff. What I was taught to learn how to get positive outcome out of negative vibes. You know what I'm saying? So I was just always known to keep receipts. So that being said, I'ma always bring the truth to the platform. That's what positive internet energy. Positive internet energy is pie. I wouldn't be able to serve y'all pies if you can question the integrity of what I'm giving you. If I'm giving you a gem, I'm giving it to you from my own experience, my own intelligence, my heart, my soul. I'm giving you all the purity of me when it comes to this platform, because information is king. Being an informative person is king, and it's the way you deliver your information. See, I never try to deliver no information on a negative vibe, so this is why it comes out on a positive note. Excuse my voice is a little hoarse. So like I said, I always keep receipts, and I didn't care about how they asked Jewels the question. I didn't care how Jewels responded, because like I say, I have receipts, and the receipts, you know what I'm saying? My grandmother also gave me this jewel too. She always used to tell me, never lie to me. If you lie to me and you lose my trust, I can never trust you again. So she was like, let the truth set you free. I don't care what you did. If you did it, you tell me. I know I can trust you. So she always told me to keep receipts, and she always told me the truth will set you free. My grandmother, right? Right? So, like I said, I keep receipts, right? I'm gonna let the receipt speak for itself. So everybody question the integrity of what I say, I'm gonna pick the laptop up too, so y'all can see it. All right. You see that date? October 16th, 2016. This is an interview with Who Kid and Joel Santana. I told y'all, keep receipts, right? So y'all see the date. I'm gonna play the audio because I don't want to do the visual, but I think you can go pretty much, if it's still up. This is from 2016 interview with Joel's and Who Kid. And the question came up about the Chris Brown record, right? Even though L said this was never asked, he might have forgot. So, like I said, I always bring a positive impact to my platform. He might have forgot. He did an interview with Who Kid 2016, and they spoke about this. The same question they asked him on DANZA was what Who Kid asked him in 2016. Y'all see the date? That's why my grandmother and I always asked her, what's the significance of having a receipt? Because she like, it's timed and it's dated. So y'all see, it's dated. Right? Now I'm gonna play the audio. At 10:10,
2 albums ago or the last album.
Oh, you talking about?
And I felt like when Jay-Z, don't get it twisted, Jay-Z is who he is. Nothing, this could never, I'm never discrediting.
No, buddy.
Whatever, I'm just felt like, you know, when them two got together, that should have been like a lovers and friends. That should have been like, you supposed to always remember the record that Jay-Z and Usher did together. Okay, check it out. It's Santana again, stepping out. I really got him in with that Run It record, though. That Run It was like,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? That was, I ain't gonna front, that was a good look for me, too. My man Unkasa actually told me to do that record. I wasn't gonna do that record, and it had nothing to do with Chris Brown. I didn't know him personally.
Okay.
I didn't know, it had nothing to do with Chris Brown why I wasn't gonna do the record. I wasn't gonna do the record for the simple fact that I came into the game as a, this one I think I was going through my, what they call it, you know how as you getting older and you want people to look at you as an older person. So, you know, when I came in the game, I was young, I was 18. You know what I mean? And I was transitioning it. My first album had came out, I was transitioning into my second album.
Wow.
You dig? So I wanted people to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a grown fucking man. You dig what I'm saying? And that's how I wanted people. You know, once you get to that point, you want that 18 to 23 stage, you start wanting people to know you grown and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I really wanted people, and Chris Brown was 16 at the time, or however old he was, and I just felt like it was like a kiddie thing. Like, I'm like, I can't, I'm not gonna do this. Unkasa was like, nah, they gonna play that shit on one of that shit is gonna be popping. They gonna play that shit on 106 in Park. Then Chris Brown actually came to my studio.
Hot.
He was in there dancing.
Get out of here,
Popping it. This when he was 16. He was busting moves. I'm like, you know me, I'm smoking. I'm
guys are dancing crazy, man. What's wrong with these guys?
Like, I ain't know where the nigga got the energy from. Nigga still got that energy. We was just balling with Chris Brown. He a good dude though. But make a long story short, shout out to Unkasa. That was one of the reasons. And then he, like I said, he came to the studio. I was like, and the record was a good record. It was just really my mind fucking me. I did the record, make a long story short. It was a great look for me. It was a great look for him. Though, man, shout out to my man Slow and my man Bucks. They doing something positive.
So there it go. Y'all heard it? There it go. The only difference between this interview and DANZA's interview is that me and Joel's is not speaking. This is that interview. I was right there while he did that interview. Me, Slow, Bucks, him, Who Kid in the series building when Who Kid was doing this podcast interviewing thing. That's an interview from 2016. The only difference is that me and Joel's was every day together. Our friendship, our brotherhood was tight as ever then to where we are at now. That's the only difference between that interview and this interview. So I'm gonna play the audio one more time.
Whatever, I'm just felt like, you know, when them two got together, that should have been like a lovers and friends. That should have been like, you supposed to always remember the record that Jay-Z and Usher did together. Okay, check it out. It's Saints Enter again, stepping out. I really got him in with that Run It record, though. That Run It was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? That was, I ain't gonna front, that was a good look for me, too. My man Unkasa actually told me to do that record. I wasn't gonna do that record, and it had nothing to do with Chris Brown. I didn't know him personally. I didn't know, it had nothing to do with Chris Brown why I wasn't gonna do the record. I wasn't gonna do the record for the simple fact that I came into the game as a, this one I think I was going through my, what they call it, you know how as you getting older and you want people to look at you as an older person. So, you know, when I came in the game, I was young. I was 18. You know what I mean? And I was transitioning it. My first album that came out, I was transitioning into my second album. Wow. You dig? So I wanted people to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a grown fucking man. You dig what I'm saying? And that's how I wanted people. You know, once you get to that point, you want that 18 to 23 stage, you start wanting people to know you grown and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I really wanted people, and Chris Brown was 16 at the time, or however old he was, and I just felt like it was like a kiddie thing. Like, I'm like, I can't, I'm not gonna do this. Unkasa was like, nah, they gonna play that shit on one of that shit is gonna be popping. They gonna play that shit on 106 in Park. Then Chris Brown actually came to my studio. Hot. He was in there dancing.
Get out of here,
popping it. This when he was 16. He was busting moves. I'm like, you know me, I'm smoking. I'm
guys are dancing crazy, man. What's wrong with these guys?
Like, this nigga, I ain't know where the niggas got the energy from. Niggas still got that energy. We was just balling with Chris.
So, so my platform, everybody know my integrity of what I say is the truth. That's from Juelz himself. So, all the naysayers and all this and that, I've never tried to take credit for nothing. He gave me the credit right there. I've never tripped off of it. People just couldn't always doubt it. Why could a nigga like Unkasa couldn't see no vision like that? Or niggas always questioned the integrity of my talent. I was always more talented than even what I displayed. I always dimmed my light. I've always read the 48 Laws of Power. Never outshine the master, none of that. I always know how to play my role. I've always done my light. That's why nowadays y'all starting to see me do the clothing. That's another talent I had for years. Do the acting, that's another talent. But I've always put these talents that I had to the back burner because I knew that with showing you can do more, it sometimes can involuntarily irritate people or make them not like you, because it just be like, you can't show too much. So I never showed too much around nobody. But it was, I got to it. Y'all didn't know that I can act and design clothes until I got away from Purple City and Dipset, because now I'm on my own. So now I don't have no veil up that I have to put up to you know, to not rub people the wrong way or outshine people. I always like, yo, if this is a personal situation, I'll dim my light so you can shine, but I'll also show you that I'm more than just what you might accept or think of me. I'm an intelligent brother. I'm very smart. I wasn't athletic. The only athletic shit that I did coming up was flipping. I could flip, like Juelz said, I could flip my ass off. Gymnastics, run off of shit, flip off of shit, Fabians, backhand springs, all that type of shit. Flipping off of light pole fixtures, all that at a young, dancing. And that was the only athletic thing. Basketball, baseball, none of that. I ain't do none of that, but I studied music. And I studied how to make a hit, who to make a hit, who's gonna make the hit, what a hit is when you first feel it. It's a feeling. I studied Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson, Teddy Riley, Jermaine Dupri, Count Basie, Duke Ellington. I've studied these people. Satchmo, which is Louis Armstrong. I studied Stevie Wonder. I've studied the best. Barry Hankinson, L.A. Reid. I studied. They drop books. I'm reading them. So I've always prepared myself for if I get around something of some substance, I can apply what I've learned to my circle. When I seen that, before Chris Brown ever came to Juelz studio, I seen that vision form. I got people I can call up. I seen it. I say, yo, if Juelz get on this record, this before Juelz even heard this record. I was living in Syracuse. Mad Skills and Just Mike, they had a radio show, they would play the record, but it didn't have a rap. I said, if that shit get a rap on it, matter of fact, if that shit get Wells on it, it's out of here. Just so happens, I show up to the studio and Chris Brown is in there. Like L said, he told you he wasn't gonna do the record, this, that, and the third. I didn't say, he said. I played the audio so y'all can digest that and compare it to the DANZA project interview, because people was questioning my integrity. People was looking at L's a certain way, and I ain't want nobody to look at nobody a certain way. Everybody have their own truths. Sometimes you might have to refresh people's memory because they don't remember stuff like that. We all smoke a lot of weed. That's been a fucking long time ago. We've all been through a hell of a lot since 2016, which when that interview took place with Who Kid, shout out to Who Kid. But I've never take the credit of none. I've always wanted to show I have other abilities to help my circle. I was a vision that I seen, and the best thing that can go on with a vision that you see for your brother is for him to execute it. It was well executed. He executed it. We seen the vision, and that was it. Never try to trade, but people didn't think that I can be a part of some historical like that. Why I can't? I've always added on to whoever I've came across. I've always brought, and niggas be like, what you bring to the table? A whole nother table and another set of chairs. I'm always gonna bring another table to a table to put our table together to make the family bigger. That's my ability. That's what Allah put me here for, to add on to people. You get what I'm saying? But people don't understand that. And it's just like, I've did a lot of things behind the scenes that you wouldn't know. And I'm not gonna tell you unless somebody else tell you, because it seems like when I'm telling you, they question my integrity, and that's not what I'm here for. If I'm coming up to a platform like Paz to let y'all know the informative part, y'all missing the whole reason I'm even up here. I'm not coming up here to clout chase, to accept nothing that's not mine or to lie to you. I'm bringing straight integrity, straight facts, so you can get the picture of what this industry shit is. Straight team player. Yep. I've always I've always added on to whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I made my presence. If I was Purple City, my presence was felt there. If I was Skull Gang, my presence was felt there. If I was Dipset, my presence was felt there. If I was First and 15 with Lupe, my presence was felt. I've always been able to play with other top-notch players in the game without no ego. I have no ego when it comes to my brothers. As you can see. I could have told you else, nah, that shit whack, bro. Don't do that shit. And a hater like, nah, that shit is whack. Man, you getting too old for that shit. No, I seen the potential in that song way before Chris Brown and Tina Davis came to that studio. This is, and then again, in the making. Like, I seen this vision. I don't know why God put it in. Allah, thank you. I don't know why he did it, but he gave me that vision. Allah gives visions to people. That's why Michael Jackson always used to record at 3 in the morning, because he was like, yo, if I don't record it, God gonna give Prince this idea. And that's what I did. Nah, Els, don't sit up on this record. Do that shit. That's gonna change your life, dog. You gonna be on 106 in Park. And as you can see what the fuck happened, like, I ain't here to lie. I ain't here to shit on Jewels. I ain't here to nothing. I'm always here to add on my brother, even though if he ain't speak the way he spoke in the previous, I don't care about that. The truth was always spoke. That's what I keep my receipts for. My grandmother taught me that. Keep your receipts. To save your ass is proof and is dated. So that's what I did. I showed y'all proof, dates, and audio about the Chris Brown song. Nobody have to question, did Jewels give me my props? You ain't got to question, did I tell him to do the song? It's the proof is in the pudding. He said it himself. And like, people's kind of going hard on the, because DANZA sent me a collaboration post on Instagram. I collab, and they was just kind of going in on Els on the comments. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just here to clear that up. Nah, he gave me my props. I love bro, no matter if we speak ever again, and that's why I keep receipts, to save both our asses. so niggas can get off his back and get and you know what I'm saying, and leave him, you know what I'm saying, stop saying little shit like he was hating and this, that, and the third. No, he was never hating. You know what I'm saying? I might have had one of the best one-on-one relationships out of the whole Dipset with Jewels. It ain't go on till our late 40s like we are now, but hopefully one day me and that brother can sit down and become and start our brotherhood off on a better start than we did before, because I genuinely love LeBron Lewis James. That's my brother. Y'all can keep the Joel Santana shit. I love LeBron. If he was rapping or gonna rap again or nothing, I still would want to be around him every day. And it was never about being around him for music. I just fuck with him. Me and him used to, you know what I'm saying, we always like kind of mesh, you know what I'm saying? I was always around him to learn, you know what I'm saying? Damn, a nigga that young acquired all this, nigga got Phantom, this, that, and the third. Damn, maybe I can learn from a younger nigga. And I was never nobody's little, man. That's the only thing I kind of took the offense, but I don't care, man. If that's how niggas looked at me as one of y'all little mans and y'all little niggas, well, I was one of the most honorable little niggas that ever came across y'all niggas, straight up, if that's how niggas looked at me. Straight up. Always loyal, never turned my back, never said no backbiting shit, never said no insubordinate shit. I just speak truth. If niggas can't take truth, that's on them. That's not on me. Sometimes you gotta take accountability for the truth. And that's what makes me stand and be relevant to this day. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. I'm still about to smash niggas in this rap shit. For niggas that's questioning that. About movies is dropping, shit that I done been in and all that. I'm about to smash these niggas. Clothing line gonna go through the roof this summer. Because why? Because I'm gonna make it. I don't need nobody to cheer me on. I don't need no kudos. I don't need nothing but me and the energy of Allah. That's all I need. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. Don't ever fucking question my integrity or my fucking truth. Because all I got is my bond and my word. And I don't break that shit for nobody, bro. On some Scarface, nah. My word is my bond, straight up. We from the same hood. So us not even speaking right now is some sucker shit. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about no other relationship. I still have a great relationship with Cam, but any relationship that I'm not, who I feel some type of way about is my nigga Jewels. Cause, you know, it's just that deep. It's deeper than this music shit. It's way deeper than the music shit. So I just showed y'all and played the receipt for y'all to just let y'all know Els wasn't that hater. He always gave me my props. He said it wasn't never asked before. It was asked on the Who Cared podcast, but he probably even forgot he did it. So that's why a nigga like me gonna always be responsible and keep a receipt. That's my job, to keep the receipts. I'm never going to disobey my grandmother's gym. It ain't go over my head, Grandma. Thank you, Catherine. It ain't go over my head. I keep my receipts still to this day. They try to sell you short. I ain't tripping on that. Because like I said, fuck your flowers. I got my own garden. And I said that shit way before Stove Guard's song came out. Niggas said, oh, that's Stove Guard. Nah, I said that. Like I said, I got receipts. Check the interview out and check when the song came out. And shout out to Stove Guard, because that's my brother too. You know what I'm saying? So I guess y'all gotta start receipting y'all shit and dating. You know, this is a gift from Allah. This have nothing to do with me. When this shell is gone, when he called for me, this shell is gonna deteriorate in the ground, or if I get cremated or put in a mausoleum, don't matter. My spirit gonna live on forever. That's what I'm working here for now. When I'm dead and gone, they gonna be replaying these lives and getting gems and studying the mind of Unkasa, because that's how deep it is. You don't come here to only get entertainment. You come get a great intellectual conversation through a person that been through all of it in the music industry. Yeah, you just did another cypher with Clive TV. Yeah. Right. Like I said, shout out to Jewels and shout out everybody. You know what I'm saying? DANZA Project. You know, 2 days ago, I pulled out another receipt. Y'all gonna be like, yo, that nigga honest ill. I keep my receipts. Just for times like this. Just for times when people try to question my integrity or my truth. When I'm telling you my truth, if I come sit on your fucking couch and you ask me something, or we having a dialogue and we talking, I'm gonna give you my truth. Fuck, I'm gonna come all the way to your platform and lie for. Nah. Yep, shout out to Clive TV. Bleak just gave you a shout out on this podcast recently. Oh, that's fire. What episode was that? I seen when he shouted me out on Drink Champs. Was it the Smoke Desert joint? You know what I'm saying? So we ending this chapter on this even conversation today. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, man. Life is funny sometimes. But to protect your own ass, always keep your receipts, man. You know how many people, I just read in the newspaper, it's a man, it's like a $50 million jackpot waiting for him, but he haven't turned in his ticket. Nigga probably, that ticket probably, God knows where, 50 million just waiting for you. Sometimes we be so busy, shit slip our minds. He don't even know, he might be fucked up right now, really need this money. But due to the fact he don't have his receipt, shit crazy. Yo, you going in the army, do it look like I'm going in the army, my nigga? Ask me some stupid shit like that again, and I'm a block you. 47 years old, would it look like I'm going to fight somebody war? I ain't going to, nigga, put me in prison, lock me up before I go fight anybody war. I ain't America war. That shit ain't got nothing to do with us. We ain't gonna benefit. All we gonna do is lose. We don't benefit from war. They do. War is about money. You need money to war. You can't war without no money, and wars make money. As well as you gotta spend it, they make it. So I'm not going to fight nobody war. You gotta be dumb. You have to own me mustache, my fault. Get this bitch ass up out of here. Bye. Stupid. Stupid answers get stupid prizes. He burnt out for saying that. Yeah, he burnt out. Won't have me frontline, hell no. Niggas is meatheads up, coming up here, B. But nah, shout out to DANZA, those is good people. I don't never question how people do their journalism. You gotta get views, you gotta get clicks. You gotta make money off this shit. This shit is about content, it's about controversy. See, that's what niggas don't understand. Controversy sells. The iller the caption, more likely in your thumbnails, that's the way shit is gonna be. Any feeling on Bryce Wilson? Bryce Wilson. Bryce my brother. Bryce is family. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from him. In the short time I was around him. Stove God, I was around him when he was just A-Train, before he was saying Aaron Cooks, before he was Stove God's Cooks. He was A-Train from Syracuse. You know what I'm saying? I got what I love to see is guys like 2 Chainz, Benny Man. Y'all know him as Benny the Butcher. I got to see him blossom. I got to see Cannon go to Conway. I got to see A-Train turn to Stove God Cooks. These are people I've been acquainted with. Special, I got to see him turn to 38 Special. You know what I'm saying? These is people, like, that's why I honor and salute them, because I seen where they came from. When I was super lit and they was on the come up, it's the same energy when I see them lit and I'm on my come up again. You know what I'm saying? It's never been no hard feelings. There's always been love. You know what I'm saying? I got a great respect for them guys, because the ratio of people coming from upstate winning is slim to none. You know what I'm saying? Stove God might be the first one out of the queues that's making mainstream. And you got a lot of artists that come from Syracuse. You got Unstoppable. They known as the Panic Boys now. You had Innocence. You had Taj Mahal. You had Just One. You had Thump Mendoza, Sammy G, Seth Marcel, Louis V. It's a whole lot of Syracuse art, as well as DJs. Shout out to C. Ellis, Big Height, D&D, Billy Blends, Sal from Red Brick Studios. Like, I really know the town. I really was in that town doing them things. So, Just Mike, Matt Styles, you know what I'm saying? Those is the pillars of, well, I'll just name it the pillars of upstate Syracuse hip hop. And then we go over to Buffalo, to the Young Mikes and the Doris Records. You know what I'm saying? Spent a lot of time upstate. Free Hack, free Polo God. My godson doing a 20 piece right now. Free You. You know what I'm saying? Probably be damn near 60 years old when he come home. Shit ill, man. Shit is ill, bro. Shit is ill, man. Rest in peace to Anthony Dorsey. I told you, every time I come up here, somebody else done died, right? Rest in peace to Stacy, my brother's little sister mom. Yo, bro. Allah is definitely telling us things. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention, man. Please stay safe. You know, love on your family, man. We go through it every day. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta love on your family, because they're not gonna be here forever. Or the DANZA from Buffalo too, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Upstate always had a hip hop. They always had a hip hop scene, but you know, due to social media and stuff like that, now it's like, shout out to Etho, you know, Joey Majors. You know what I'm saying? All the upstate rappers. One of the greatest to come out of Syracuse is Thump Mendoza. Just one of them. You know what I'm saying? Team Homie. You doing your thing, and I appreciate that. I ain't doing shit yet. All I'm doing is streaming from my phone, giving y'all informative information that I feel y'all should have. But never let, as a man, never let nobody question the truth, the integrity of your truth. Especially when you giving it to them for free. I ain't get a dime for the DANZA interview. I ain't asked for no money neither. You know what I'm saying? So just know, if I'm coming to your platform and I ain't asked for a dime, you gonna receive, you benefiting more than me. Anybody I do it on a platform, because I got my own platform I can talk to. So just know you're benefiting more than me if you interview me, especially if I'm doing it for free. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. I know other niggas get paid and all that, but that's how they treat a nigga like me. They don't offer me nothing for these interviews, but I definitely know niggas be giving payola up, paying niggas to do interviews and shit like that. And not saying DANZA doing that, so I don't want nobody to miscrew or whatever. But y'all niggas y'all interview niggas be paying niggas to come on y'all platforms. That's why Bootsy and the other areas, Michael's nigga is going through it right now with Vlad. Yeah, cause y'all niggas getting used to these checks, and when niggas is skimping on these checks, niggas like, yo, and that's why they let the hat out the bag. That's what make it bad. If you gonna pay niggas to come on your platform, pay everybody. You know what I'm saying? Why is this man worth more than whatever? You don't know, I might can do more views than this nigga that you paying every time. You know, you never know. It depends on your question and how it is, but if y'all gonna be paying niggas, pay everybody. You know what I'm saying? Cause these podcast niggas do be paying niggas. Jim even said it. He told the nigga right on his platform when he was getting too spicy for the interview. He was like, yo, man, we can cut this shit off. I'll send you their deposit back, and that's it. And that right there just show you that these niggas is giving payola up. You know what I'm saying? But fuck a nigga fee. I don't need y'all niggas money. I'm a grinder. I'm from Harlem, New York City. For one thing, a Harlem nigga born before the nigga, I was born in the 70s. It's something in our DNA as a Harlem nigga to get money. Don't never let another nigga tell you who's ever taking care of me. Broke ass niggas. Niggas can, come on, you can't, niggas ain't been to their first, niggas ain't go to their first NLB baseball game until they was in their 40s. You know how much shit I did when I was 13, 14, 15? I've been getting on planes since I was a child, going everywhere. By myself. Most of the places I've been, I wasn't with no parents or nothing. I've always acquired money since 14, 15 years old. Ask my mama. My mom stopped buying me clothes at 13, 14, because I was buying my own shit. Going to Celtins, going to Jew-Man in the Bronx, going to Vets on 125th, S&Ds, all that shit. Going down to Saks Fifth and all that. Bird off, all that shit. Niggas been getting fresh. That shit, come on. Shabanatos. These niggas don't even, you ask a nigga what Shabanatos is, they don't even know what Shabanatos is. That's where you can only get koozies and icebergs and all the gators and all that shit. Y'all niggas wasn't going to Shabanatos. That's the first time I ever seen Dame Dash and Jay-Z like front and center. Shabanatos, damn shorty, what you doing? I know where it's at. Come on, bro. Been doing the Caesar, come through in the Caesar Picadas. Come on, bro. Y'all niggas is bugging. I was doing that 97, 98. Going to the Caesar Picada store, buy a whole top rack. Fuck is you niggas talking about? Ask a nigga what Caesar Piccati is. Nigga don't even know what Caesar Piccati is. And like, you heard Jay-Z say, came through in the Caesar Piccadas. Used to get head by the locker, the girls to show me your knockers. Yeah, nigga, I was rocking those. Blue suede joints, all black joints, string ups or zip ups. Caesar Piccadas, yeah, that niggas don't know nothing about that. With the Dolce & Gabbana muscle shirts on and all that, and Hawaiian shirts by Dolce & Gabbana with the Bajor denims with the gold zipper. Y'all niggas can't, y'all stop playing with me, man. Y'all niggas be doing this little kitty shit. Y'all niggas don't know real fashion. Niggas, I was doing Italian clothing when I was in my teens, nigga. That's why I don't wear that shit now. That's why I don't do none of that shit. Ask a nigga he ever been to Shabanatos. Only real get money niggas know about Shabanatos. Niggas never, come on, y'all niggas wasn't in the Shark Bar. I was in the Shark Bar 16, 17, sipping Dom P, eating salmon, steak, mashed potatoes, shrimp with the mac and cheese on the side. Keep bringing them, my man Troy that was working behind the bar keep bringing me them amaretto sours, because that's what I used to like. I ain't used to like too many hard drinks. It made me take a shot of tequila with my boys or drink Dom P champagne, but my drink was the amaretto sours with my meal. That's how I used to come in that drink. He already knows, shorty, I got 2 of them things coming too. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Unkasa been on, like Els told you, I been known. Un was rapping before me. Like, y'all niggas don't get me fucked up. I was never under a nigga. Never. As a young nigga, I was my own boss. I was never up under a nigga. Nigga never gave me no fucking pack. Go come to home and ask a nigga, did he give me a pack? On my daughter. The nigga can't tell you he ever gave me a pack. Truffle mac and cheese, yeah, you know about that shit. Like, let's not act dumb. Niggas wasn't going to the Shark Bar. These square ass niggas that come up on here and tell you these niggas ain't never done nothing. These niggas ain't never done nothing. We coming up here try to dispute. I don't think, nigga, I come up on here in a do-rag and a Pods hoodie. Nigga give a fuck about, niggas know. I don't wear no jewelry on no, none of that. I don't ever have to no more. Shit just collecting dust in the safe deposit box, collecting dust. Only come out for special events, pictures and videos. Then right back to the bank. Y'all niggas be too amused with bullshit. But yeah, man. Don't talk no hip hop fashion shit with me. It can't be taught. Hip hop and fashion can't be taught. I know I got information. I was there, hands on. Tunnel, Club Speed, Cheetahs, Temple, Envy, Club Kane, Club New York. Where you want to go? Eugene's, Babalu's, Susie Wong's. Everywhere in the city we touch. Perfections, Sue's Ronde, everything we touch. Young kids going in there with knots full of singles from the block, selling nickels of weed all day. Throwing that shit. We been knew Cardi. Cardi see us and give us hugs to this day. Y'all niggas is bugging. Avalon, Mars 2112, yeah. Just to name a few, right? Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Cheetahs and all that. Let's talk about it. Nails, Bar 85, Fat Boys. I'm talking about early 90s. I was in the club, 16, 17 with Gangsta Lou, drinking Cristal. Purple waxed North Faces on. Niggas ain't even had these shits in the city. Only me and my cousin Aaron had the shits. Red when I had the purple laser blue shit. Shits that looked like the equivalent to what a Montclair, how shiny a Montclair. We had the North Face jackets like that, 97, 98, in the clubs like this. Big ACG boots on. The mountain joints. Like, niggas is bugging. Muse, The Shadow, if you know, you know, yep. What else? Club Chaos. Upstairs, Downstairs Club, word. Niggas don't know about that. Niggas don't know about, like, nigga. You can ask my Joel's old manager, Big Joe. One day I'm gonna run down and interview Big. I don't need to interview Big Joe. He'll tell you that nigga uncame with Misa and Kamora Lee at my party, nigga. Rest in peace to D Ferg. It was D Ferg and Big Joe party that night. D Ferg got on the mean burnt orange linen with the gators to match, with 3 bottles of Cristal in his hands. On my daughter, nigga. Y'all ain't from that era. Y'all niggas wasn't outside. Y'all niggas interview niggas I was around. That's what y'all niggas do. Y'all niggas go do research and interview niggas I was around. I got the niggas that y'all niggas interview, I got in my phone. I can't even show because I'm recording off my phone. Niggas y'all interview. Ask a nigga, do they, like, man, we ain't gonna even get into it. Yeah, Harlem had the menu, smoke, yeah, on 125th, yeah, before the dispensaries. Way before we had the menu and you put the money in the box, you ain't even see who was serving you the weed. Yeah, we had that on 125th. Yeah, behind the wall, the menu, we been doing that. Big bags of chocolate from Fifth Ave and all that. Ice cream shops and patties. Where the weed used to be at is ice cream shops, patty shops, and health food stores. They don't even have health food stores like that no more like they used to do back in the days. That's when you know it had herb. You go in there, you smell nothing but incense. Like, yeah, they got herb in here. That's when I used to chew on the mushwhack, the chew sticks. Remember the chew sticks? Peppermint, strawberry, vanilla chew sticks. Remember the chew sticks? The wood, clean your teeth. Yeah, we used to get the chew sticks. The BDs, remember the BDs? When a BD, you smoke a BD, that shit'll give you a head rush to death. But that's only when you ain't had no weed. Yo, this shit is bringing back memories of going to get a pack of BDs. Word, peace to the gods, peace. Word, cityscapes, all that. Word, BDs was like endurance cigarettes. They was really, them shits had tar. Them shits was, yo, my BD smoking was short-lived. Cause it was like, if you smoked some regular weed or some whatever, weeds you had, that'll boost your high. You smoke, take a little 2-3 pulls off a BD, or when you ain't had no bud, you take it because you get that head rush. That's what niggas, I don't even know if they still sell BDs. They probably do. Indian cigarettes, yep. The Vanilla Johns. Yep. In fact, I hate the smell of them shits. Yep. BD. Oh, snap. Yep. Niggas don't come up here and talk about that. Nigga wasn't outside. Niggas wasn't drinking the Easy Jesus. Niggas wasn't drinking the Cass and Cream, the Bailey's Cream, and 99 Bananas. Those are the first joints. The Kahlúas. Those are the first alcohol beverages a nigga can get his hands on. You know what I'm saying? Little Kahlúas. Little Alizé red. You know what I'm saying? Yellow Alizé pocket size. See, when we was young, we ain't overindulged. Now, you got niggas that got all caught up in being alcoholics and that, but niggas, we go get a little bottle of Red Alley, 2 cups, pour you a cup, we drink a cup, we smoke a blunt, we be good. We wasn't overindulging with shit. That's why we look good at our age. I'm about to be 47. Hypnotic, yeah. Yeah, the joints red string was tied on them. Yep, exactly. The red string was tied on them joints. And see, you know why niggas used to get messed up smoking BDs? Because you trying to smoke that joint like a blunt, hit that shit all hard, and you'll catch a head rush. That shit'll lay you down. Smoke a BD right now, like you smoking a Newport or a blunt. That shit gonna put you down. That shit gonna put you down, bro. That shit gonna put you down. Nigga said 99 Bananas. That's the first alcohol beverage I had when I was, yeah, man. See, when you come here, you gonna get nostalgia. Niggas, 99 Bananas, for real. Niggas drink 99 Bananas, Andres. That's what your homeboy got me the first time I met him, a bottle of Andres. I looked at that shit, I said, yo, you know what, I'm gonna drink it, because this is the first champagne that a little nigga can get on hold. Like, we used to steal those out the liquor store because those be right by the door. You open the door, we wait till the lady turn it back, take 2-3 bottles of Andres and run out the store. Nobody never know what's going on. That shit is like $9 champagne. Then when we got of age and, the older niggas was messing with us, they'll go in there and get us a Red Star Nectar from the liquor store, a Moet. Me and my niggas shipping 10, get a Moet. You know what I'm saying? Demi set, you know what I'm saying? Smoke weed, shit like that. But a nigga been indulging in the street since a little kid, and I was exposed to all the fly shit. My godmother, Val, she used to take me and My god brother Mark to any restaurant that was popping, Crown Round, Bennigan's, Sizzler. That was me and my man's favorite. The Sizzler, oh man, that was me and Mark's favorite. We used to go to Sizzler, Ground Round, Bennigan's, Fuddruckers, Hooper's Choice. If anybody say they know about Hooper's Choice, I'll send you a free hat, and you gotta tell me where it was located at. I'll send you a free hat and a hoodie if you ever been to Hooper's Choice. And you gotta describe what type of restaurant it is if you ever been to Hooper's Choice. But yeah, that's when we used to go to Jackson Hole, get the big stupid burgers, you know, with the big thick French fries and Fuddruckers and all that. It was some good. None of that stuff even exists no more. Bennigan's, Fuddruckers, Ground Round, Sizzler, stuff like that. Red Lobster. 90s was super lit. Dress, Way, Flyer, The Generation, Word. So Be, yep. So Be Lounge in Miami. Fuddruckers had the bomb cookies, yep. Ground Round, yo, yep. Charlie Brown's, yep. Charlie Brown's, Beefsteak Charlie's. We went through all that shit when we was young. Niggas, they ain't been to that. If you can't say you was going to them shits when you was young, nigga, I don't want to hear nothing. Don't talk about no era, no nostalgic shit on your platforms if you ain't talking about shit like that. When you ain't go to Beefsteak Charlie's? You wasn't going to the Fuddruckers and all that? Niggas is bugging. Ponderosa. That's a fact, the Ponderosa. How could I forget the Ponderosa? Benny's. Yep, Benny's. Benny's Burgers was crazy. Benny's on the Hill was crazy. Benny's was a small diner. And let me know if I'm talking about the same Benny's. Benny's was a small diner on the hill on the downtown side of 150th. It was a diner where all the cops went. They had the best cheeseburgers in the world, and they used to have a French fries, shoestring French fries in aluminum foil. You put with the salt and pepper in the. I'll slap the shit out you for a Benny's, bro. Is that the right Benny's? Yeah, yep. 150 of them, yeah. Come on, B. Yeah. You niggas know I'm talking truth. Yeah, Benny's. Y'all ain't know about Benny's? Yo, my nigga. Benny's, downtown side of 150th, cheeseburgers. It used to be full of cops, but at that age, we didn't give a fuck about no police. They in there eating their breakfast. Man, listen. Benihana's was the Outback thing. Yep, Outback. Roy Rogers Crispy Chicken. Yeah, Sylvie. Willie Burgers, all that. Damn, you took it back. Hooper's Choice in the Bronx, crazy. Yeah. Yo, who that? Yo, Fonzarelli, DM me. You get a hoodie. You get a hoodie. You get a hoodie and a hat. See, he said it. He been there. He been there. He been to Hooper's Choice. Niggas think I'm bugging. He been there. Yeah, it was in the Bronx. It was only one. And what was the theme of the restaurant, bro? What was the theme of the restaurant? He said he Googled it. I don't care if he did. It was in the Bronx. I don't care. At least he said it. If he cheated for it, it's all good. But Hooper's Choice was fire. It was a 50s themed restaurant. It was like a Happy Days restaurant. And that's back when food was real. Yes, sir. That's when food was real. That's when food was real. Yeah, man. That's why I feel like we're in assimilation. Like, it can't be like we ain't got no good times now, bro. The 90s was so vibrant. It's so dark and spooky, and everybody just it ain't no vibrant colors. You go back to the 90s and the 80s, it's nothing but colors. Color block shirts, colors, pinks, turquoises, yellows, greens, like, it's so, yo, man. You can put toppers on Road Rogers. 90s will never be replaced, never. Dirty Kitchen is still around. Times has changed drastically at a diner type of vibe. 90s the best era, yeah, bro. Val used to take us to Hooper's Choice. She used to take us to everywhere, Planet Hollywood. When all that fancy shit came to New York, she was taking us there first. The whole outfit of Terminator in the glass. Oh, that's what Planet Hollywood was. It was like a memorabilia experience in a restaurant, Planet Hollywood, all American sports shit downtown. We was going to all that shit when we was young kids. No, I'm not retired. Bennigan's Ground Round. I said that, you late. I been said it. Bennigan's Ground Round, Fuddruckers, Sizzler, Beefsteak Charlie, Charlie Brown's. What else was hot fire back then? Jackson Hole, Jekyll and Hyde. Y'all don't remember Jekyll and Hyde? Jekyll and Hyde experience was crazy. The Jekyll and Hyde, I wonder if that shit is still around. The Jekyll and Hyde restaurant. Motown Cafe, that's a fact. Motown Cafe was lit. Yeah, Motown Cafe was fire. The Michael Jordan restaurant, that shit was, it wasn't dope at all. That shit was like in a Grand Central Station or something like that. Michael Jordan restaurant was the wackest restaurant I've ever been to in my life. Word, Michael Jordan restaurant was trash. Oh snap, Jekyll and Hyde, yep. Yep, Jekyll and Hyde. Yo, bro, my godmother Val, they was hustlers, so they took us everywhere exclusive. Mars 2112 was lit, yeah, we said that too. Back in the days, the clubs and the restaurants was about experience. Can't forget about Justin's, right across the street from Cheetah's, right around the corner from Emory, right through the parking lot. I was there. Steak and L was fire too. Yep, Steak and L was definitely fire. Steak and L was fire. The Cigar Emporium in Jersey on Dean Street, I believe it is, fire steak. I went to the Cigar Emporium before, fire steak. You ever been to Foxwoods? Of course. When he gonna send, yeah, my man, God bless my man Biggie family owned that joint. Word, I performed out there. Michael Jordan restaurant in Chicago still trash, especially for the ticket. Yeah, that shit is garbage. Space Mountain, roller coasters, all that. Epcot Center, word. We used to go to Malibu Grand Prix. They had that in Florida. We used to want to go to that shit every day and ride the go-karts. Sometimes Val's would just drop us off for 3 hours, buy us all the tickets we can do. We'll wait until niggas race, all that. Malibu Grand Prix, that's all we want to do. Or go to Busch Gardens, or go to Adventure Island, all that shit we went to. Be in the lazy pool all day and the big donuts. And yo, we did it all. I did all that shit when I was young. I ain't missed nothing, bro. Finger lickings is good. I ain't missed none of that shit, bro. Venture Island and all that in Florida. All right, splish splash. Bugging. King Arthur's, all that. We went to all that. Ride Playland. Ride Playland might have been the wackest joint. We went out of all of them joints. Hershey Park. We went to all King's Dominion. All that shit. We went to all that. Young kids. I wish I never threw out all my memorabilia like t-shirts and cups and shit like that. I should have been a collector of amusement park cups. I think that's what I'm gonna get into. I'm gonna look up amusement park cups and I'm gonna collect them joints. Yeah, I performed at Toad's Place before. Donny Park was fire, yep. King's Dominion, Hershey Park, damn, yep. But yeah, man, we been here an hour. I get to preach, man. Come on. I'm gonna let y'all know. Me and my cousin gonna start coming on live on Sundays. And the segment is called The Lost Eras. We gonna be talking about the lost eras from fashion to food to movies to everything from the past. We gonna go from 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, but everything is gonna be nostalgic. We gonna have nostalgic talk. I'm gonna be going this side, you know, I ain't gonna be vertical, I'm gonna be horizontal. We gonna be talking and we gonna just be sitting on the couch, smoking, vibing, y'all ask questions or whatever, but we just gonna be giving dialogue about how we grew up in Harlem, in New York City, period. Ghost Ray and Meth, ODB, Old Dirty. I love all, I can't just pick a couple, I love all of them. Yeah, Shoney's, yeah, the Shoney's, yeah. A lot of Shoney's was down south though. They ain't really have too many Shoney's up here. And Outback steakhouses and all that. A lot of that shit was down south. Yeah. But yeah, man, like I said, B, when you come here, you always gonna get receipts. None in New York, yep. Yep, Shoney's. Niggas don't even know about Shoney's. That's how you know niggas ain't been nowhere. But we been here an hour and 7 minutes. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Like I said, shout to Joel, shout to DANZA. You know what I'm saying? If this is what y'all want to see in here, y'all got it. But like I said, it ain't gonna be nothing but positive installments from here on out. None of that riffraff and that bullshit that niggas got going on. But like I said, always keep your receipts. Catherine Wilder. That's today's quote. Always keep your receipts. / Catherine Wilder, which was my grandmother. And I always keep my receipts, grandma. Peace. Hula hands. Yeah, we forgot to say hula hands. Peace.